Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook, Chapter 16. Listening to your words is like listening to your words. Bang! The fist carrying the power of 1,000 fists brushed past the body, smashing a huge pit on the ground. Feeling the fart, the slower and slower centaur under his butt, covered in injuries, Wang Cheng wiped the blood that fell from his forehead, and asked in a low voice, "Are you sure you can get rid of that guy?" "It's hard," the centaur attendant replied. "That guy's physical strength is too terrifying. I feel that even if he runs for another 10 minutes, his speed will not be attenuated in the slightest. However, after crossing this path, as long as we can seize the opportunity, it is not impossible to get rid of each other." "What? Are there any terrifying monsters ahead?" Wang Cheng asked curiously. Even in the face of a life-and-death crisis, he was not particularly nervous. According to his father's words, the more this time, the more calm it is. Therefore, after hearing the words of the centaur attendant, his first reaction was to devour the wolf. If the strength of the monster in front is enough, maybe we can choose to find a corner to watch, and then take all of them when they lose both. Yes, just do it. Master is indeed a genius. Centaur. The lord of his own is good, but his brain is not very smart. Feeling the attack from the rear, the centaur attendant gritted his teeth and accelerated again to avoid the opponent's attack. Bang! "Hey, are you okay?" Wang Cheng's voice came from above. "If you don't have enough physical strength, let me down. My running speed is no slower than yours. Lord, you are seriously injured, so stay with me." Facing the big-hearted Wang Cheng, the centaur attendant smiled bitterly and continued to explain. "There are no terrifying monsters ahead, but through the previous investigation, we found that there is a small tribe of rabbits ahead. I was going to bring you back to recruit, but now it seems that I have to use it as bait to get rid of this guy. In his opinion, this is the only way to get rid of the alien behind him." However, what the centaur servants expected was unexpected. After listening to his opinion, Wang Cheng refuted it. "A small tribe of the rabbit. Decoy. If you do it, this uncle will be confused. Dad said that the most important thing to be a lord is to obey your heart, otherwise, no matter how good the conditions are, you are just a waste." Wang Cheng stretched out his hand and patted the centaur's back twice. "Let's change our escape route." Lord, this is a one-way passage, we can't change the escape route." "Then don't run. What are you going to do?" "Simple." Wang Cheng replied confidently, "Just kill this guy here." After listening to Wang Cheng's plan, the centaur attendants who perked up their ears to listen to him fell silent. "Listen to what you have to say, just like to listen to what you have to say." If they were able to fight, they would still be running away in embarrassment. "You guys, show me some respect." Feeling the eyes of several servants around him as if looking at an idiot, Wang Cheng felt that his dignity was being challenged. He touched the ring on his finger, took out a bottle of medicine, and said, "Of course this uncle is not going to die. Breakthrough props. Nonsense. Except for this thing, not right." Wang Cheng, who responded subconsciously, snapped back to his senses and looked around in surprise. "Who? Lord, above." Wang Cheng raised his head subconsciously after listening to the notification sound of the attendant in his ear. What entered his line of sight was a man and a woman floating in midair. The man's sword eyes and eyebrows are tall and straight, and his appearance is extremely handsome. Female. FK. The moment he moved his gaze to Kang Yu, Wang Cheng, who felt the chill from the depths of his soul, lowered his head subconsciously. Around him, the centaur attendants who also raised their heads and noticed Kang Yu also subconsciously stopped and stood there, shaking constantly. Roar. The moment they stopped, a creature that looked like a goblin rushed up. It was dark-skinned, and its eyes glowed a tyrannical red. After finding that the prey that was chasing all the way stopped, it had no ability to think and raised its right fist decisively and slammed it towards Wang Cheng fiercely. "I'm so FK'd. How come this thing doesn't even feel scared?" After he couldn't help but let out a foul language, Wang Cheng turned around and raised his fist to hit the black goblin. Looking at the scene below, Su Wu, who was floating in midair, also looked at the black goblin in confusion, then raised his left hand and aimed it down. A strong space force enveloped this area. Whether it was the black goblin in a sprinting state, or Wang Cheng with blood dripping from his body, the centaur that was constantly trembling stopped in place at this moment as if the pause button had been pressed. Not just them. Weeds, trees, and even the breeze passing across his face were completely frozen at this moment. Chapter 17. In midair, through the effect of space control, Su Wu, who froze all the space below, shook his head in dissatisfaction. In his expectation, only the black goblin should be immobilized. It seems that I can't be idle anymore, the accuracy is too bad. Come on, Kang Yu cheered from the side. If your voice can carry a little emotion, I feel like I can really be more motivated. Controlling the surrounding space again, Su Wu and Kang Yu moved to the bottom together. After carefully observing the black goblin, Su Wu made a judgment. Except for the skin turning black, this thing has no difference in appearance from the ordinary big goblin. It seems that he has fallen into a state similar to madness, which has led to the loss of sanity, and the strength has also been greatly improved. It's really troublesome to not have an appraisal technique. Now I kind of miss the benefits of being able to check the enemy's attributes at will during the Lord's assessment. So you called me over. The crisp lowly sound suddenly appeared in the open space next to it. Lucky Rabbit, who was forcibly pulled over by Su Wu, put on his reconnaissance glasses and looked around, and finally set his eyes on the black goblin. What is this? If nothing else, it should be the strange monster you mentioned earlier. How about it? Can you see what's wrong with this guy? I can, but Lucky Rabbit took off his glasses and handed them to Su Wu. You better see for yourself, the ingredients are too complicated. Su Wu. Open black lens bracket big goblin close black lens bracket. Grade. Elite. Level. Level 5. Open black lens bracket occupation. None close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket physique. 130 close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket spirit. 0 close black lens bracket. Skills. None. Close black lens bracket. Current status. Demonic corrosion, abyssal pollution, madness. Magic erosion. The body is eroded by demonic energy and becomes more tenacious and powerful. Side effects. The character will gradually become tyrannical and become like killing. Close black lens bracket. Abyss pollution. Spiritually polluted by the abyss, the body will gradually undergo strange changes. Side effects. As the pollution intensifies, the faction will gradually change to the abyss side. Close black lens bracket. Frenzy. Affected by the madness, he loses his senses, and his strength increases greatly. Side effects. Ignore alignment, attack all creatures within range. Close black lens bracket. Hiss. Sure enough, the ingredients are complex. With so many strange debuffs coming together, it's no wonder that this big goblin is so powerful. This physique, I am afraid that the Lord creature of the same level is coming, and it can only be slightly better. Relevant factors were detected, and the progress of the regional mission, Strange Monster, was advanced. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Strange Monster close black lens bracket. Task level. Regional task. Task introduction. It is confirmed through the data obtained by the appraisal that the monsters in the Dawn Forest are in 3 states of demonic erosion, abyss pollution, and madness at the same time. Please find the root cause of this phenomenon and solve it. Close black lens bracket. Task reward. Sent according to the contribution of task completion. Close black lens bracket. The progress of the mission has been advanced again. After checking Yangtzen's request, Su Wu raised his sword finger with his right hand, aiming it at the worthless black goblin. Sigh. The power of space formed a sharp blade, which precisely cut through the vital point of the black goblins. Chi, chi, chi. After cutting the black goblin in half, the space blade rushed to the distance without any hesitation. After cutting off a row of trees, it finally slowly dissipated. Looking at this picture, Su Wu nodded in satisfaction. It has to be said that nothing is simple when it comes to SSS level quality. Before today, he was at best an ordinary person who was a little more serious about his studies than others. But after getting space control, even if his physique and spirit have not increased, he can still use the effect of mastering space to complete the crushing of high-level creatures. Turning his gaze to Wang Chang, who was still frozen not far away, Su Wu's thoughts moved, releasing the confinement of this space. FK. After regaining control of his body, Wang Chang, who was riding on a centaur, fell forward in the next second. Facing the attack of the black goblins just now, turning around in an instant and throwing his fists with all his strength was already his limit. If not for this wave of spatial confinement by Su Wu, he might be able to seize the last chance to recover the strength of the attack. It's a pity that the blockade of Su Wu's imprisonment space was too sudden. When he realized it, he had lost his choice. Looking at Wang Chang, who had carved out a ravine on the ground with his face, Su Wu, who wanted to ask something, fell silent. To hold back, not to laugh. He is professional. Ha ha, this guy is so interesting. Unlike Su Wu, who tried to keep his cold character, the lucky rabbit next to him laughed without any scruples after seeing this scene. Su Wu, what is he doing? Is he giving you a big gift? Wang Chang, those who achieve great things are not careful about the little things. Dad once said that the premise of mastery of ideas is to have enough strength. Hold back, Wang Chang. You can. Chapter 18. After a brief stalemate. In the end, the loyal centaur attendant overcame his inner fear and came to Wang Chang to help him up. Lord, are you alright? It's okay, just a little hurt. Wang Chang's face was a little ugly after wiping the blood flowing from the wound. Compared with the physical wound, he felt that the two mental attacks from Lucky Rabbit just now caused him more damage. But, silently glanced at Kang Yu behind Su Wu, Wang Chang finally let go of the idea of death and forced a smile on his face. Thank you for your help, I just helped a lot. This is life. There will always be some strange monsters. Before today, Wang Chang, who can be said to be the proud son of heaven, never thought that on the first day he came to another world, he would meet a creature of the third level. What's even more outrageous is that this third-level creature is not wild. You can have such a powerful attendant on the first day of your arrival. Brother, you should be the Su Wu who got the SSS rating, right? It's me. Su Wu nodded. He didn't care much about his identity being discovered. After all, from the beginning, he was not prepared to hide his identity. Compared to this, he cares more about the identity of the guy next to him. At this point in time, being able to be chased by a monster with a physique of 130 and still not die for so long is not simple. Aren't you Wang Chang? Ah, it's me. It's your words. Su Wu, who was about to be hollowed out by Kang Yu, stretched out his right hand, rubbed his index finger and thumb and said, I heard that you were looking for me, and now that I am here, should I also consider the 3,000 energy points? 0.3000 energy points. Yeah, Su Wu nodded, pulled out the private chat dialog box and placed it in front of Wang Chang. Isn't this the price we negotiated before? Could it be that you want to go back on it? Wang Chang. It turns out that the guy named Mengxin is you. Also, he felt that this was not a matter of repentance. He didn't seem to have said that he agreed to the transaction at all. ... Glancing at Wang Chang, who seemed a little hesitant, Su Wu turned to look at the blue-haired girl who was in a daze again, Kang Yu. Is there any such special monster nearby? There is a black slime, 9,700 meters north. Then trouble you to solve it. If you encounter similar monsters on the road, remember to solve them easily. The reward after the task is completed is determined according to the contribution. Obviously, the number of strange monsters swept away is also included in this score. After sending Kang Yu to clean up the monsters, Su Wu looked back at Wang Chang. The contract is established. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Congratulations for getting 3,000 energy points. Close black lens bracket. Cough. Brother Su Wu, this is the energy point promised in the contract, and it has been sent to you through the contract. Putting the 3 middle-level energy stones in his hand, Su Wu smiled and said, you have to spend 3,000 energy points to see me. It seems that you have something important. It just so happened that the two of us met, and you can talk about your affairs too. Since you have said so, Brother Su Wu, then I won't go around the corner. All the energy points are spent. If you don't seize the opportunity, it will be a loss. I wonder if you have heard of Wang Peng. Of course I know. Su Wu raised his eyebrows when he heard Wang Chang's words. The 5th man in Blue Star's history to receive an S-rank rating, and he is also one of the few experts in Blue Star who has become a realm master. His reputation can be described as thunderous. I don't think it's hard to know. Brother, if you are so clear, some things will be easier to talk about. After hesitating for a while, Wang Chang decided to reveal his identity first. Actually, that's my dad. Oh, Su Wu thought about it for a while, and then moved his eyes to the potion that Wang Chang had been holding. So that bottle of world-breaking props was prepared for you by your father. Ah, yes. Wang Chang scratched his head awkwardly and handed it to Su Wu. If Brother Su Wu is interested in you, I will give it to you. Get the world-breaking prop, Nirvana Rebirth. Close black lens bracket. Nirvana Rebirth breaking world items. Effect. After taking it, all wounds on the body will be recovered in a short time, and the strength will be greatly improved. There is a very low probability of gaining some special skills after taking it. Close black lens bracket. Remarks. This item is a world-breaking item, and the Rookie Lord will carry it to another world, but it cannot be used in the Rookie Lord assessment. If you violate the rules, the assessment result will be automatically settled. Close black lens bracket. Sacred Choice Trigger. Option 1. Take this potion after 10 seconds, and the special skill, Super Speed Regeneration, can be obtained after the duration expires. Close black lens bracket. Option 2. Take this potion after 67 seconds, and you can get the special skill, Nirvana Rebirth, after the duration expires. Close black lens bracket. Option 3. Take this potion after 196 seconds, and after the duration expires, you can get the special skill, Fire Elemental Body. Close black lens bracket. After carefully looking at the various options in the sacred choice, Su Wu, who had wanted to shove off the body, took it down. Brother Wang Chang is so cool. The world-breaking props will be given away as soon as they say they are given. Su Mo admires this kind of mind very much. Wang Chang. He wanted to be rude, but he was even more afraid of being murdered. Chapter 19. After seizing the opportunity to give Su Wu the world-breaking props, Wang Chang's confidence was obviously much stronger. Looking at Su Wu, who was also in a happy mood, he coughed and said, "Cough. Since Brother Su Wu knows my father, it will be much easier to explain the next thing. You must have seen it, that potion is considered top-notch even among the world-breaking props." Indeed. Su Wu nodded in agreement. Boundary-breaking props are a special kind of props in the void. Its characteristic is very simple, that is, when the new lord comes, he can have more props than others. The real win is at the starting line. However, due to its special strategic value, the effect of breaking the world props is generally not too strong. Like Nirvana Rebirth, a potion that can not only save lives, but also temporarily increase combat power, and has a chance to obtain special skills after the duration. Even among the world-breaking props, it is considered to be an extremely rare category. Actually, my father would give me this thing, in addition to allowing me to not die in the event of an accident. The main reason is to let me help with things. What's up? Go to a special space in this world and go there to help an unknown being break the seal. Interesting. An interested expression appeared on Su Wu's face. Your father, a world lord, would put so much effort into breaking a seal. The ones who won't be sealed are the upper-level creatures. I don't know. Wang Chang shook his head. It may be epic, it may be legendary, mythical, or even some more special creatures. But it doesn't matter what the other party is. My father told me that the main reason why he can become the world master is because of the help of the other party. Are you sure? Su Wu asked suspiciously. The world lord is different from the rookie lord. That is the title that can only be obtained by defeating all the competitors in the world that he descended into in the true sense. Even the weakest world lord will have a place in the void. If Wang Chang hadn't lied, the guy who was in a sealed state would be a little scary. I actually didn't believe it at first. Facing Su Wu's skeptical gaze, Wang Chang smiled bitterly. But I want to tell you that the reason why that unknown existence will help my father is because I will come to this world. Don't you feel more terrified? Quote. Fate type ability. Probably so. Anyway, my father is so suspicious, so I don't know what it is. Wang Chang was not quite sure. But my dad told me that after I came to this world, it doesn't matter if I succeed or not. But you must do your best and use all the methods you can think of before you can give up. That's why you want to contact me. Yes. Wang Chang nodded. After all, you got an unprecedented SSS rating. Although I felt a little embarrassed to be robbed at the first place when I saw it, but I quickly reacted. Since you can get the SSSS grade, it means that the strength should be very difficult. In fact, it's more than simple. Thinking of the blue-haired woman who was standing next to Su Wu before, Wang Cheng shuddered subconsciously. It's hard to say anything else, but he can confirm one thing. That thing is definitely not an epic existence. If the epic creature was so scary just standing there, he would have been frightened to death by his father's precious epic servants. How about it? After saying everything he knew, Wang Cheng asked with a sigh of relief, "Are you willing to help? We can sign a contract. If it is successful, I can pay a lot of compensation and assistance on my side. Even if it fails, I can give you some energy stones as compensation." Sacred choice triggered successfully. Close black lens bracket. Option 1. Agree to Wang Cheng's request. You will get Wang Cheng's full help, a luxury gift package from Wang Peng, and a sealed coordinate of the mythical creature. Close black lens bracket. Option 2. Reject Wang Cheng's request. After becoming a world master, actively contact the God of Light and cooperate with him, and you can get a lot of resources and troops from the God of Light as a reward. Close black lens bracket. Option 3. Voldemort, wait for the world master to choose and leave this world, find a corner to grow at ease. Close black lens bracket. Note: after choosing option 1, you will be in a hostile position with the God of Light in the future. Close black lens bracket. Note 2. After choosing option 2, you will be in an allied position with the God of Light in the future, but will be restricted by it and lose the qualification to become a main God level powerhouse. Close black lens bracket. Note 3. After choosing option 3, there is a certain probability that the God of Light will send someone to kill him. Close black lens bracket. The God of Light. Su Wu really didn't expect that this matter would be related to one of the most powerful people in the void. When it comes to the existence of this level, it is no wonder that divine choice will reveal a note that was not there before. If someone else came, maybe he would really hesitate. But for Su Wu, this option is not too simple. Sign the contract. Su Wu, who made a decision in an instant, said, "Give me the coordinates of that special space, and I will help you break the seal." The mythical level attendant who has not even killed the God of Light is quite looking forward to thinking about it. Chapter 20. North of the Rabbit Tribe. After being separated from Su Wu, Kang Yu quickly arrived at her destination. Looking at the black slime coming towards her, Kang Yu continued to walk forward unhurriedly. Click. The black slime that passed by within a millimeter was instantly frozen into an ice sculpture. Under the action of the inertial force that maintained the forward rush, the frozen black slime hit the ground and turned into ice cubes of different sizes. The ice cube slowly floated up and transformed into a crystal clear ice butterfly. It picked up the power stone dropped by the black slime and flew back to Kang Yu's side. The black monsters have been removed, and the energy stone has been recovered. Silently repeating what Su Wu had entrusted before, Kang Yu came to an open space full of blood. The unknown new lord and his attendants were wiped out. It is speculated that the coordinates of the Lord's Heart are 1832 meters north. According to Su Wu's instructions, at this time, she should go and shatter the unknown Lord's Heart, and return to Su Wu with the materials obtained after breaking the Lord's Heart. But Kang Yu turned her head and looked northwest. Within the range of her perception, a large group of monsters gathered there. Slimes, goblins, spiders, skeletons. Although there are different types, these monsters are all black monsters without exception. If you encounter similar monsters on the road, you need to solve them easily. Equipment is generated. The faint blue energy emerged in Kang Yu's hands, and then gradually became larger and larger. In the blink of an eye, a huge longbow exuding cold air appeared beside Kang Yu. Aiming in the direction of the monster group, slender fingers slowly pulled the bowstring. Whoosh! The faint blue light rose, rushing towards the distance like a shooting star. Looking at the huge ice lotus slowly blooming 10,000 meters away, Kang Yu blinked her emotionless eyes before dissipating the longbow in her hand. Clean up. Next, just wait for Bingdi to return to her with the energy stone. Before that, she can go to the detected Lord's Heart, smash it and convert it into extra energy stones to take away. This should be the high-efficiency action, Su Wu said. With a question she didn't want to understand, Kang Yu stepped forward again and walked towards the north. The other side, Su Wu, who had just signed the contract, also saw Kang Yu's generous ICBM attack. Staring at the blooming ice lotus in the distance, Su Wu, who was used to it, calmly explained to Wang Cheng next to him, "Don't panic, it's your own." Cough. I understand. Wiping the cold sweat on his forehead, Wang Chang, who finally had a clear position on his previous situation, showed a reluctant smile. As expected of the attendant of Brother Su Wu, this strength is indeed powerful. After seeing this scene, I have full confidence in the success of the plan. Su Wu nodded and said, "It's fine if you are confident. The early development time is precious. Since the contract has been signed, I won't bother." In order to prevent Kang Yu from returning before he left, Wang Chang, who had been seriously frightened, decided to leave in advance. "I will finish what you asked for as soon as possible. If there is anything else before then, just call me through private chat. Let's go." Su Wu, who was not interested in staying with a big muscle bae, waved his hand. Remember that the faster the speed, the better. Those who are not firm and swaying will be dealt with directly as non-cooperative. Okay. Wang Chang nodded heavily, and then said nothing more. Jumping to the side of the centaur attendant next to him, he gave the order, "Go back to the station first." Yes. Do you really want to do this? Lucky Rabbit, who was watching all the way, handed over a radish and asked curiously, "If you don't want to obey the order to become a new lord of your subordinates, kill them all or break the heart of the lord and expel them. This approach will make the public angry. What if it's a crime?" Su Wu glanced at Lucky Rabbit suspiciously. "Fame, as long as you have enough strength, even black people will be blown into white. If they can't bring me benefits, I might as well just smash their lord's heart and convert it into resources for development. You really are a devil. Don't worry, purebred humans, the kind that don't eat lucky rabbits. Your attendant Kang Yu killed a lord, and the coordinates of his territory are XXX, XXX, XXX. Close black lens bracket. Your attendant Kang Yu successfully smashed the lord's heart level 1 and obtained 1 point of the territory, 3,000 points of energy and 1 resource compression package. Close black lens bracket. Hearing the voice coming from his ear, Su Wu, who had an expression under my control, was taken aback for a moment, and then a puzzled expression appeared on his face. Strange, how come there are people who are not afraid of death and dare to take the initiative to provoke Kang Yu? Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.